What's up, guys? Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? How are we? I am doing super good because I have been tanning all day. And when Mia tans all day, Mia is one happy girl. There is not one thing that could bring me down right now. As you can see, we've made some really good progress in the tan line area. I just love tanning. There's just nothing better in my opinion. It helps everything, okay? You get the vitamin D from the sun, you glow in a different way, everything just looks better. It just makes everything 10 times better, and that's just my personal opinion. I mean, listen, if you don't like tanning, that's all on you. It's okay, but personally for me, I love it. So how are we, guys? How are we? I hope you guys are doing so good. I hope it's super good weather where you are, and if it's not, I'm really sorry. I really am. I feel a lot of compassion for you right now because that sucks. You know, you should be enjoying this weather too, and it doesn't feel right that I would be enjoying it and that you wouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? It feels like we should both be enjoying it as one, as a whole unit. So for this week's episode, I kind of wanted to feel like we're just chatting. You know what I mean? Me and you, okay? We're just chatting. Let's just talk. Let's talk about God. Let's talk about how incredible He is. And there doesn't really need to be any pressure on this one. I kind of just want to have the pressure just go off. I feel like I've been so serious. And I just feel like I have so much personality to me that I feel like you guys haven't really gotten the opportunity to see yet. And I want that to be known here because I have a lot of personality. Okay, I'm weird. I'm weird. Then the Lord knows that I'm weird. And I was having my quiet time with Him today, and I felt Him tell me, show your personality more, girl. I felt Him be like, you're being so serious. Following the Lord is not a serious thing. It really isn't. It's so freeing, and there's laughter, and there's fun, and there's enjoyment, enjoyment? Is enjoyment a word? There's so much fun that comes along with it. You're literally having one of the best relationships ever, and you're just frolicking through life. When you truly follow the Lord, the amount of joy that you experience is unlike any other. It's truly incredible. So I don't know why I've been so serious. It just doesn't need to be this serious. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. So as I was tanning, I wrote some things down in my journal. It says, eat cake for breakfast, so that's always a plus. I've never eaten cake for breakfast actually. So I'm kind of a hypocrite in that sense. Granted, I didn't buy myself this journal, it was gifted to me, but I've never eaten cake for breakfast. I've eaten pizza for breakfast. Have I eaten any other delicious, non-breakfast food for breakfast? I don't think so. I've probably eaten Chinese food for breakfast, to be honest. I should really eat cake for breakfast. I don't know why I haven't done that, but anyways. So I wrote some notes. This is what they look like. I'm only showing you this page because on the other page, I wrote my feelings. But it looks like chicken scratch because I was writing it, my writing's normally not that bad, but since I was on the beach, I was just, trying to get it down. You know what I mean? Anything that came in my head, I was like, this is good. Let's do this. So what I landed on was, God is everywhere. Okay? That's what I landed on. That's what this episode is. God is everywhere. Girl chat. He's everywhere. And what I mean by He's everywhere, obviously we know He's everywhere. He's the Almighty. He's everywhere all at once. He's universal. That's how it works. But when I say He's everywhere, we don't realize how much He shows up in just little things in our lives. And I'll give you some examples that I wrote down. One of the first ones is, so if any of you have this person, okay, when you meet that person, you meet them right off the bat, and there's an instant connection. You just immediately hit it off. Everything goes right. You're like, how are we this connected right off the bat? It doesn't seem to make sense. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't think I've talked about my IBS on this channel yet. I have IBS, so I'm really sorry about that. If I'm being totally honest and if I'm being totally transparent, I've cut out so many burps that I've filmed in past episodes. Probably one burp per video, if we're being totally honest. And each video is 30 minutes, so it's kind of matches up. But anyways, if you have that person, right, that you meet, I feel like almost everyone has this person, but if you don't worry. You will meet them. It will happen. But it's this person that you meet, and from the second you meet them, it's like this instant connection. Like, it feels weird. Like, you just meet and you're like, I feel like I've known you all my life. Like, this is so weird. And I have two of these people in my life. One of them I met in grade 7, and the other one I met in second year uni. Anyways, this is not about me. But all I'm saying is that you meet that person and you're like you just feel like you've known them forever. You feel like I just connect with you. Like, the vibes are vibing. Like, everything is working out. Like, what you say, they bounce back. That you just understand them on a whole new level. You just get each other. And that, my friend, is God. I like that is just God. Because you don't have that connection with someone randomly. Like, that just doesn't happen. And I truly do believe that is God putting that person in your life because he knows you need this person right now. You need this person in this part of your life. And let me tell you, both of the people that I'm thinking about right now, I needed so badly in these two phases of my life. The first phase of my life, I got like really bullied, okay, by a lot of people. And this person was a lot of the times my safety net. Like, I loved them so, like, I needed them. Like, if I didn't have this person, I think I would have felt a lot more alone at times. And then the second person later in my life in second year uni, if I didn't meet that person, I just fear that my university experience would have been a lot worse. I really, this person was my saving grace. She was my saving grace. And this was before I even had God. So, like, can you imagine, like, it's the way that he works. He's like, listen, I know you're not following me right now, but here, you need this right now. Like, I just truly believe that because since I've followed my journey, these people have not left me. They have not left me. If anything, we are good and we are stronger than ever. So I'm just saying, if you have a person like this, it's God. It's God because he knows that you need this person, okay? He knows that you need them, and they normally fulfill a very big purpose in your life, whatever that may be. If I didn't have these people, I don't know what I would have done. So if you have one of these people in your life, that is God. Just letting you know. It could even be a family member. It could even be... I don't want these people, like, I feel bad, you know? It could even be a family member, like your brother or like your sister or your aunt, your uncle, like whatever it may be. If there's a person in your life that you just like feel such a deep connection with, then they are brought on by God. Oh my gosh, I change it. I have 3 of them. Forgot my brother. I can't lie. I'm sorry about that. He knows that I love him, I promise. I was just thinking more friends. He's you know what I mean? I feel bad about that, and I'm really sorry. I love him a lot. So, like, that's one example, okay? And then the other example is, like, you know when you are, like, thinking about someone, they're just on your mind. You're just like, yeah, you're just, like, thinking about them. You're just, oh, you know, I miss them, or I wonder how they're doing, or I hope they're okay. And then they text you, or they call you right after that. You don't think that's God? Like, what else would that be? Like, the universe? No, that is the Lord. That is the Lord. He is being like, okay, you're thinking about them. Let me let me put a little tingle in their brain to let them know, hey, you're thinking about them. Maybe I should text this person. Maybe I should, like, I'm not kidding you. There have been so many times. This has happened to me only with one person, one specific person. And I know that they were brought to me by God. So it makes sense. It matches up. But it's crazy when it happens. So let's just say you're having a really bad day. Like, you know, you're just sluggish, you're having a really bad day. Maybe something caused it, maybe something didn't, but you're just like not all there. And then a person texts you being like, hey, I just had a feeling that I needed to text you to see how you were. How are you? Are you okay? How did you know that? How did you know that? How did you know to just text me that? How did you know to check in on me? And do you want to know that has happened multiple times with this one person? Multiple times. How? It's crazy. It's literally like he knows to just be like, well, obviously he knows, but he just like sees that you're struggling and he's just like, I'm just going to plant this in this person because I think she needs a little extra support today. Let me just get that on there. Like, those little things, they are not coincidences. They are not random little fun things that are just happening that you're like, oh, that was cool. No, It's the Lord. It's the Lord helping you out and knowing that you need something from him, and he is there to give it to you. That's what that is, and it's so cool. It's so cool that we get to experience that. Like, I love that. Okay, the next thing that I wrote is, God is the missing piece. Even when I was having success without him, I never felt whole. I always wanted more, and I was never satisfied. This is factual information, ladies and gentlemen. This is factual. If you don't follow God, it doesn't mean that you're not gonna be successful and make money and have kids and experience love and get married. Like, that's not what that means, but you're just not going to feel fully whole. From speaking from my own personal experience, before I found God, anything that I went through, anything good that happened to me, whether it was getting a new job or, getting a really good grade on an essay or, graduating university or getting into my master's, like whatever it is, I would have these things happen to me. And then I would feel great in the moment and it'd be like euphoric and it'd be so great and amazing. But then the thing would happen and I would still feel empty. And I was like, what am I doing wrong that's making me feel empty? Like, and I was dealing with that emptiness in not good ways. I was vaping and I was smoking weed and I was doing all of these things that were like, I was just saying were like fun and it's like I'm young and it's whatever. But in reality, I was trying to fill something that just wasn't whole. I was trying to fill a void in me that wasn't filled. Like there was an emptiness inside me that I didn't know what was causing that. There was this impending empty feeling no matter what success I got, no matter how much I accomplished, no matter if I had a boyfriend, if I didn't have a boyfriend, no matter how many amazing friends I had around me, I would just feel like that. Or I look back at like 1 year ago Snapchat memories, right? In these memories, so many of them, I started and I'm like, ew, oh gosh, ew. There's sand and stuff under my nail, hold on. Almost every one, I'm like, I feel really sluggish today. I don't really know what's going on. I feel kind of like in a funk today. I don't really know what's happening. I just feel like drained today. I don't know why. Girl, you're not supposed to be feeling drained and sluggish and upset and weird every single day. Like, every single day. And if it wasn't that, it was me complaining about something. Oh, I can't do this, I'm mad. Oh, I can't do this, I'm mad. I don't want to be doing this right now, but I was just like, nothing was enough. Nothing was good enough. I was just like so negative when I look back. And I also swore like a truck driver. It was crazy. Guys, I used to have the worst potty mouth. Every sentence, at least, like I was saying the F-bomb. Every sentence. Now, I was showing my friend last night one of these Snapchat memories of me. And I was like, watch, I already know I'm going to swear in it. And I play it. And she was like, it feels so weird hearing you swear now. And I'm like, yeah, me too, girl. Like, me too. It sounded so vulgar and like, ugh. Like, it just sounded like, and I'm not hating. I'm not the swear police, okay? You want to swear? Girl, boy, I can't stop you from doing anything. Like, what am I going to do? I can't do anything. If you're going to swear, swear. I'm not here to judge. I'm not judging you, okay? But I'm just saying, I like myself a lot more now that I don't swear. I feel a lot better I feel more intelligent. I feel like I'm not using filler words that are just like vulgar all the time, So yeah, in all these memories, I just wasn't happy in any of them. I was so unhappy. I was so unfulfilled. And even though I thought like, okay, this is my purpose, like I'm in social work, like I like what I'm doing, this is great. And I still am in social work and I still like what I'm doing. However, I am so much more fulfilled now. Why? Why is that? Nothing has changed. Well, I mean, a lot has changed, but nothing that I'm doing in my life, like my career hasn't changed. Like nothing's changed. I'm still doing the same career. I'm still working towards the same goals. So what is different? God. He's the only thing that's different. And I feel 10 times more fulfilled in the work that I do. I'm also 10 times more motivated to do better. I'm 10 times more motivated to do a good job. Like, I feel like I am so much more obedient than I once was. I have so much more discipline than I once did. And that is all thanks to him. Like, that is all. The fact that I don't use any substances anymore is insane. Like, that is insane to me, because there was a big point in my life. This is very vulnerable right now, and I'm debating even keeping this in because I don't know if I want to, but I fear it could help someone, so I'm gonna keep it in. I think if you're seeing it, then I decided to, so thanks God. But I was very dependent on nicotine and marijuana. I was extremely dependent on both for a while. And I didn't think that I could function without one or the other. It was like I would quit one, do the other. I would quit the other, do the other. It was one or the other, and I didn't think that I was ever going to be able to actually function happily without anything. And the fact that I am now sober is, like, I can't even take the credit for that. Like, I know I did it. Like, technically I know that, but I don't feel like I did it. I feel like he did it. I definitely should be proud of myself, sure, but like, I don't feel proud of me. I feel proud of this. I feel proud of our relationship. I feel proud that I've grown with God. That's what I'm proud of. I'm not proud that I haven't smoked weed. Like, you know what I mean? I just, like, I feel it's not the same because I give him the credit. Even though I did it, I couldn't have done it without him. And so he really is the one to thank, not me. How could he not be real? Like, how could he not? Like, he has saved so many people. So I watch, other podcasts, and they're saved from these horrible, horrible things. They're saved from addiction or whatever it may be. They're just saved. I watched a podcast. It was on Girls Gone Bible, and I forget his name for the life of me. I forget his name. But he came on the podcast. He has like blonde, shaggy hair. I don't know. I don't remember his name. Super cool guy though. And he's a preacher of God, and he told this story about how God healed this man's ACL. Okay, he went up to this guy and he was talking to him, and this guy was an atheist, and then he said, if God heals your ACL, then you need to drop everything and then you can follow him. And he was like, okay, sure. So he prays for this guy's ACL, he prays, and then nothing happens, and so the guy starts cussing him out, like, oh, so mad, whatever. Then the next day happens, and this guy, the preacher, receives a DM on his Instagram, and this guy is like, and it was the guy from the bar, and he messages him, and he goes, I just walked downstairs to make myself a cup of coffee, and I just realized I walked down the stairs. What is going on? His ACL was, I'm not even done the story. Okay, and then, so he goes to the doctor, okay, because he had an ACL surgery scheduled for that day. So he goes to the doctor and he's like, I don't need this surgery anymore. And the doctor's like, what do you mean you don't need this surgery? Yes, you do. Your ACL is broken in two. It's not even a tear. It's broken in two. And he's like, no, I'm serious. Give me an MRI. Like, I don't need the surgery. So they give him an MRI, and how his ACL was completely reattached. He is so good. Like, he is so good. It's crazy. Like, even the doctors were like, what? And yeah, what? It's God. Like, any unexplained medical marvel, any, like, medical miracle that doctors are like, oh, it's just unexplained. It's God. Miracles don't just happen like that. It's not just, like, a random coincidence that this man's ACL was healed. No, it was obviously God, and that is why he's so good. So to go back to what I was, like, originally talking about was God is the missing piece. Here's what I want to say more about that. I feel like in life you have two purposes, okay? You have your worldly purpose, and then you have God's purpose. So if you fulfill your worldly purpose, okay, so you take the reins of your own life, you do whatever you want, you live in sin, you live in like you take the reins, okay? You do whatever you want. You do that purpose, you could still be so successful with that purpose. You could still have everything you ever want, but you will not feel whole in your heart. Whereas if you go to God's purpose and you follow his will and you obey his commands and you walk in his walk, not only will you have either the same purpose or an entirely different purpose that's even more incredible, your heart will also be so full on top of that. That is the difference. You have a worldly purpose, which, yeah, it still might be great, or it might be really bad, and you might think something's your purpose when it's not, and just feel absolutely so unfulfilled your entire life because you actually couldn't figure out what your real purpose was, which is what God had waiting for you. Or you go this way, and you're super obedient, and you're disciplined, and you... There's a bug in my car! No. Get out. Oh, sorry, but that scared me. Bugs were calling on me all day at the beach. There are these little June bugs that are only in the town that I'm in because I'm close to water, and they come out like June, July, and then they live for like 24 hours, and they're so horrifying. But anyways, they don't bite, so that's good. But back to what I was saying before that, sorry. You have your worldly purpose and you have your godly purpose, and one will lead you not to be fulfilled, and one will lead you into inevitably unfulfillness, and just, you're not going to feel good. Like, you're just not. And then the other one is going to lead you into a bountiful, fruitful life. There is one or the other. Like, I really do believe that. And, you know, people ask all the time, like, you have to follow all these rules though, and you have to, like, you know, if you fear God, like, you're God-fearing, and it, like, why would you ever want to do something because you're afraid of the consequences? And I feel like so many people get this so wrong. Like, it's not, when people say God-fearing, it's not fear that's like, I'm so scared of what he's gonna do, like, he's gonna send a plague down on me, or like something really bad's gonna happen and he's gonna smite me and like all this bad stuff's gonna happen. That's not what God-fearing means. Okay, God-fearing is a respect thing between you and God, okay? He's like your dad, okay? He's like a family member, okay? So it's a respect thing. You're building a relationship, okay? He's not the boss of you. Like, I mean, I guess you could say that he is, but he's a father to you. Just in the same way as, like, you're afraid to tell your dad that you crashed the car in the middle of the night last night while you went and did donuts in the school parking lot, you should be afraid to tell God that too. It's the same thing. Just as though you get disciplined by your father, so when your dad finds out that you crashed the car, yeah, he might make you do all the annoying insurance stuff, and he might ground you, and he might make you pay for the repairs, but that will make you learn a lesson, and that's what dads are for. It's the same with God. So when we say God-fearing, it's not because we're, like, afraid and it's this negative relationship. It's because we respect him enough to follow his commands, and we're genuinely upset when we disobey him. Like, that's the difference. It's not a negative thing. Following God should bring you nothing but peace. It should bring you nothing but joy. And if it isn't, then something's seriously wrong and the enemy is whispering in your ear or something, because that is not how it is supposed to be. It should never be negative, and it should never cause you stress, ever. The last thing that I wrote down here is, when someone breaks up with you, it's God. He takes people away when you can't leave them. This is so true. This is by far the truest of the true. If you're in a toxic relationship right now and you are, you know, struggling to leave, but you know this person isn't right for you, or maybe you're in a relationship and you're making excuses and you are, you know, trying to convince yourself that this person is right for you. You're kind of justifying their actions or making them seem a lot better than they are, because, you know, we've all been there when you're in a toxic relationship like that that's really not good for you, and you know it's not good for you, but you don't want to own up to the fact that it's not good because you don't have the strength to leave. You'll start convincing yourself as to, you know, what you deserve, and you'll start kind of rewiring your mindset to make you think that this is enough for you when it really isn't. And that's a really vicious cycle, because when you do that, you can start to think, oh, well, this is what I deserve. This is what I have, and I don't want to let it go because I don't think that I'm going to get anything better, so I'm just going to stay here. When you're in such a weak point like that, God can see how weak you are. God can see that you're struggling. So if that person breaks up with you, that is all for the best. Even if you are so in love with them, even if you think that they are your one and only and there is no one else there for you when they leave, and you can't understand why they would ever leave you because you thought that they were the love of your life, that is just God being like, you couldn't do it, so I'm really sorry, but I'm doing it for you because you need to get out of this, because it is leading you so far away from me, and we need to get you back on track here. That is all he's doing. Like, just trust that. I had a guy break up with me once, and I was like, what? I was like, you're breaking up with me? I was like, are you kidding? Like, I'm so in love with you. Like, why would you ever want to break up? Like, I literally begged for this person. Like, I begged for them, and I will never do that again, because if you want to leave, I'm not here to hold you. Like, but that was God. That was literally God being like, you are so unhappy, because I was unhappy. I was so unhappy, but I was so in love with this person that I was willing to do anything to make it work and to make them stay with me. But he was like, no, this person needs to leave your life. And thank God. Thank God. Because if I would have stayed with that person, I would have been so emotionally stunted. Like, there would have been no growth in me at all. If any of my past relationships would have still been happening, I would have been so emotionally stunted. All of my past relationships, like, thank you for getting me out of there, because I don't know what I would have done if I was still in that. Like, I genuinely, it just needed to be done. It needed to be over. And I couldn't do it. I could not do it when it came down to the very end of it. I couldn't do it. I was too weak, and he saw that, and he set me free. And that, I'm so grateful for that. So if you're struggling with that right now, and you're feeling so alone, and you don't know what to do, and you're feeling rejected and left, and you're feeling so empty in you because you're missing this person so much, don't worry, it is temporary. But again, let yourself feel everything. Like, let yourself feel it. It's horrible. It's the worst feeling. And you're never going to heal if you don't let yourself feel. So let yourself feel it, but just know it happened for a reason. And if you don't understand and you're like, why is this happening? Maybe it's above what you can understand. Maybe you can't understand it. Just know, though, that it's God's plan for you, and it did happen for a reason. That's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. I loved this conversation. I felt like we were having girl talk. Or girl-boy talk. If there's any boys watching this, hi. This is like we're at a sleepover together, but in the car. Like a drive-in movie. Like, that's what this feels like to me. But I loved this, and I hope that it helped someone out there. Just remember that God is everywhere. Like, if you're feeling lost right now and you don't know what to do, and you're like, I just don't know where to go. Like, everything feels so wrong. I feel so out of touch with myself and with my life, and I don't know where I'm going. Just know he's always there. He is there, and lean on him in that. Lean on him in that time, because you will figure it out. And you will. And like, if you're struggling right now, he's got you. Like, he does in the end. And if you're struggling with something right now where you just got out of a breakup, or just something in your life isn't going your way, just know he's got you. Again, he's got you. He's like this. He's got you. Also, I got my nails done. What do we think of those? They're strawberries. So cute. But yeah, guys, that's really all I wanted to talk about. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that you have an incredible week. I also realized that I never say welcome back to Under God's Construction. Welcome back to Under God's Construction, guys. We're all under his construction. Yeah. We're all under his construction. It's a construction zone. We're getting hammered in. We're all under his construction. We're in the construction zone, okay? So if anyone's trying to come into the zone and mess up the construction that's going on right now, it's a private zone. Get out. Road closed, turn around, and go on your way, señorita or señor. I hope you guys have such an amazing week, and I hope that you show someone that you are a follower of God, and I hope that you plant some seeds unconsciously. I really do. And I hope that this helped someone out there. I hope that you feel happy right now, and if you don't, God sees you, and it's going to be okay. And I will see you next Friday on the dot. Bye!